welcome back to my channel. So apologies for being a bit rubbish on the old baby update front. So I haven't even, at this moment in time when I'm about to film this 5 and 6 month update, I haven't even put the 4-month update up on my channel yet. So hopefully that will definitely be up before I post this video, but I can already apologise. I have been keeping up to date with them on the blog, so I'll pop them below if you want to read them. But in terms of filming them, it's more just because he's such a nightmare. He's really hard to sit and film with, and I feel a bit funny sitting just filming without him when I'm doing his updates, and it's all about him. So yeah, that's my only excuse, and just life being very busy and having lots of other videos that need to be filmed too. So yeah, I thought I'd combine months 5 and 6. Month 5 was also a very tough month for us, so that was probably another reason why I have not got around to doing it. So yeah, this is a joint one for you. So kind of 5 months, we'll sum up 5 months first, and then we'll go into 6 months and what you've been up to for the past month, Mr. Man. And are you going to stay quiet, or are you going to be a pain? We shall see. So 5 months was almost a couple of months ago now, and we kind of are back into the routine down here on the south coast, coming from back up in Scotland, back down here. I've been feeling the mama guilt seriously, because I used to take Isla to like 6 baby groups a week, and I take Lachlan to none. Well, that's not true. I take him to swimming, and I take him to music bugs with Isla on a Thursday. And then I tried to go along to my friend's baby group that she runs. She works in a nursery that Isla's at, on a Tuesday, but I've only managed along twice so far. So yeah, it's such a good group as well, but it's just, for some reason, because it's a day when I just have him and I'm trying to get work done, sometimes I never get around to going. Right. So yeah, I've been trying to get to some groups. I think before I go back to work, it's really dawning on me now that I'm going back to work soon, so I'm trying to get out and about with him and doing stuff just for him and trying to keep him happier, because he's not the happiest of babies, as you might know if you follow us on our social media. His weight around the 5-month mark, 5.5 month mark, was 17 pounds 9, so just under 8 kilos. I'm terrible, and I've not had him weighed in ages. I tried to get him weighed today, but basically the queue was so big I didn't. So I'm going to try again tomorrow, because I need to know for his ranitidine dose whether that needs to go up, although I think we're at the max of that. He was at 5 months still fitting into 3 to 6 month clothes quite happily, but those days are now almost finished. There's probably only a few bits and bobs left in his wardrobe that are 3 to 6 months that are fitting. He's mainly in 6 to 9 months now. Because you're a big boy, but you're getting too big. You're getting too big. Don't get so big. In terms of what he's wearing, as you can see, like, he's in the baby girl. I'm hanging on to this babiness so much more this time around than last time. It's even the same that he's in a carry cot on the pram still, because he can't sit up. So yeah, you're still in a carry cot, just because I'm like, oh, you're still my baby. Can you stop biting my hand? So on the subject of teeth, he has 2 teeth. I think they came through at 5 months on the dot, I think. About the same age as your sister was, and now I think 2 more are coming through. So he's got the bottom middle 2, and I think the 2 on the other sides of that are coming in. Isla was a bit funny as well, like her teeth didn't follow the way they're supposed to come in. She got all sorts of random teeth in random orders, so I think you're following in her footsteps there. We use the Nelson's granule things, I don't know what they're called. I use them with Isla, I call them baby crack. And yeah, they work for you as well, but you seem to like chewing on things more than Isla did. So we've got a Sophie, and we've got a Gertie, and we've got these fancy things. Are you still holding it? Nope, here it is. These sorts of things this time around, and some gel, although I don't really tend to do the gel, it's just the granules. And then if it gets really bad, we pop a bit of cobble in there too. In terms of routine, at 5 months he was pretty much kind of on the same as the 4 months. So between 6 and 7 he was waking up for a feed, and then if it was a nursery day we'd take out to nursery, and if not we'd all be here and might get a bit of a lie-in. Ha ha ha, funny jokes mama, funny joke. And then he'd feed again at 9. I'd try and get him down for a nap at 10. Ha ha, funny jokes again mama, hey, I'm just such a joker. Which I'd say maybe 1 day of the week you might take that nap, or maybe you do it for 10 minutes, get my hopes up, and then dash them. And then after that we'd usually try and get out and about. I'd probably give him a little feed again before we went out, so kind of lunchtime way. And then yeah, we spend most of the afternoon out, because it just works better that way. We just go a bit crazy if we're in the house. Around 2 o'clock I tried to get him down for a nap again, because those were the times I used to do really well, but you don't. I seem to have more success with the afternoon than the mornings, which is good. But again, not much success. I don't know why I'm saying that's good. And then feed again around 4 o'clock and have a playtime session. So sort of on a mat like we're sitting here, with sensory toys and things like this. And that's your dad's work cast, so not that. Little wooden toys and things you seem to like. Bricks, do you want some bricks? Woo! And I noticed at 5 months he started grabbing things. And now at 6 months he's grabbing things and bringing them to him. And he has more of like fine motor control or whatever they call it. Yeah, it's a huge difference between 5 and 6 months, I'd say, and then going on 7 months, which you'll be in a few weeks. It's just crazy, the difference really is. Then around 5 o'clock, if I was in nursery, we'd have to go pick her up, and that'd usually be the time you get really poopy and really annoyed with life, and it's a big hoo-ha drama. And then we come back and we started the bedtime routine, and then he'd have another feed, and then you go to bed. But now, because he started food, the routine's a bit different. He's also going through a really bad sleep patch at the moment, so instead of just waking up once in the night, he's waking up a lot more in the night. So I'd say our rough routine now is wake up, well, through the night, but then wake up about 6:30, 7ish, feed in bed for half an hour. So he has 2 big feeds now in the morning and night. And during the day it's more like snacky feeds, which is good. I'm quite happy with that. Every morning I try to give him porridge with coconut milk or oat milk, because he can't have normal milk. But he looked like he really enjoyed it to begin with, and now he's not so fussy. Yeah, so that's breakfast, then we have a bit of a play, then I try to get him down for a nap at 10, haha. Still not having much success with that. Then he would have a feed when he wakes up from me, and then a bit of a play, or if we're out and about, and then lunch around 12ish. Usually we're still on just the first foods, so simple purees, not lots of mixes, so lots of sweet potato, parsnips, carrots. We're trying to stay away from fruit a little bit because I feel like it's making his reflux a lot worse. So yeah, lunch, and then we go out, don't we? We still do that because you're still awful in the house. So yeah, we go out for a bit and then come back. Usually if we're out and about, he naps in the in the buggy or in the car seat, but not for like a very long length of time, unfortunately. Usually 20 minutes or so. Sometimes if we're at home and I can keep the house deadly quiet because he's such a light sleeper, we can get up to an hour out of him. Then he'll wake up and have a snack. We've been trying sort of, because I did a mix of baby led and purees with Violet. I'm doing the same with him. So at the moment, because of his reflux, all I'm giving him snack wise is those little sweet corn ringy things and the carrot puffs, and also those Kiddylicious wafers, which I didn't know about first time around, but this time loving them, and he loves them, so that's wonderful. And yeah, then we're home and it's just the usual bedtime routine. Usually he has his tea about 5ish now, so another puree and prunes because he's getting very constipated, and then it's into the bath time and bedtime routine. So now he has a bath with Violet every night in his little bath, and she's in the normal bath around 6:30, and then we aim to get you both in bed for 7, 7:30. Isla's always in bed for 7, but sometimes you feed for ages, don't you? Yes, you do. So it's a case of I'm really bad. Like, I don't know if it's with breastfeeding, but I never fed Isla to sleep. But with him, it's just because of the way the routine works. The last thing I do is feed him, and he usually falls asleep. And if he doesn't, I'm like, but sometimes you self-settle. We're trying our best, and then that's it. He usually gets up once during the night, but like I mentioned, he's in a regression stage at the moment, so he's getting up about 4 times. Which is rubbish. So sorry that was a rambly routine, but there you go. I kind of already mentioned feeding and sleeping, so we'll probably leave that where it is. And then on the silent reflux front, so at 5 months we were doing quite well. I thought we'd kind of turned a corner and things were getting better, and he was napping a couple times a day and he seemed a lot more content, and he was smiling and giggling, and it wasn't such a drama. I was still on the same medicines, just still ranitidine 3 times a day, 1.2 mils, and Gaviscon whenever he's feeding. So I have to make it up in paste and give it to him because I can't put it in a bottle because you're breastfeeding. So yeah, that's another thing about feeding. He is still exclusively breastfed. I do need to start introducing more bottles before I go back to work, but oh, I'm just lazy. So yeah, silent reflux wise, it was getting better, and now since we've started food and weaning, it has gotten 100 times worse, like much worse. And I think people said it either goes one way or the other. It usually either gets a lot better with food or a lot worse, and unfortunately we've gone down the much worse route. So I don't know what to do. I need to see the health visitors, I think, and he's got a doctor's appointment next week to try and help us, because I'm not going to lie, the past few weeks have been hell on earth, and I have been a very upset mama and not in a very good place, so I think we need a bit more help. Milestone wise, at 5 months is milestones where I wrote them down, so I'm just going to have a look. He got chicken pox, isn't that a milestone? Bad chicken pox, seriously bad chicken pox, which was horrendous. I did a separate video on how to deal with chicken pox. Basically, Isla got it for the 2nd time, and then he got it straight after, and I'm not joking, there was probably about 200 spots just on his head alone. It was just insane. It was the worst chicken pox I've ever seen. But we got there, we got through it, didn't we? He almost got hospitalised twice, but we managed to avoid it, which was great. So yeah, chickenpox, evil. Hopefully he'll never get it again, but because it's before 6 months or a year, he could. Oh, like I mentioned before, teeth. So he's got, well, apparently it was 1 tooth. I think those 2 teeth came through at the same time. Was I lying? And at 5 months he could almost roll over, and now at 6 months you can roll over. Yes, you can. And I've also put down that you're a lot more smiley. You were. Now we've gone back to being a bit more miserable. But yeah, he's rolling. He's not sitting yet by any stretch of the imagination. Nowhere near crawling. Isla was crawling by 6 months. So I keep saying Isla did this, Isla did that, but it's just because you compare. It's not that I'm saying she was better or anything. It's just that you just compare naturally. And I like to joke about it. So I'm not being like, oh, my daughter was so much better than my son. Like, I'm not being like that at all. I'm just stating facts. So at 5 months, I said things you like: having your dada around when he's back from sea, because his job's all over the place at the moment. Your mini little bear, which we've now called Monsieur Teddy. And oh, and my cat toy, yes, you've taken a shining to him. And obviously Bill the bunny, which he should be always behind us. Where's Bill the bunny? He's a jelly cat. He's lovely. Oh, you like the Grand Old Duke of York, and you like being tickled, especially when it's Isla that does it. And getting your bum changed. He loves getting his bum changed. And I put things you don't like: nap time, lions, and your dummy. Pretty much sums it up. You've gotten better with your car seat recently, so that's good. That was 5 months. I'd say that's probably the same now. Obviously other teeth look like they're coming through, so that's another milestone. You're rolling over. And you are eating food, which is a big milestone. And he's making a lot more noises, like almost like chatting, going like ba 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 and things like that. So that's nice. And what else do you like other than what I mentioned before? Cuddles. You're such a clingy boy, aren't you? You're so clingy. What am I going to do with you when you're in nursery full time? And yeah, his dislikes have kind of stayed the same. Although I could add a lot of food to the dislikes now, especially porridge. He gets really emotional about porridge, but yeah, who doesn't love porridge? Anyway, that's probably about it, to be honest. I'll probably slot some clips in now of what he's been like, maybe some photos and that, just for memories. Hope you've enjoyed this, and sorry it's really rambly. I will be back on it at 7 months. I will be doing my set bits, and it will make a lot more sense, and it will be a lot less rambling. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Love ya. Look at my mama creeping behind me. See you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.